Blissful rise, greetings, my universal stars, and thank you for joining me. I won't be here before you long. My name is Venus, a goddess Scott. I am CEO and founder of Inspiring the Masses, and I am also a transformational life coach and speaker. So I am here to invite you all to our next free, free, who doesn't love free, right? But it won't last for long. So I am inviting you to our next free Zoom meeting that will be held this Friday, the 20th at 7 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time, where we will be discussing mental restoration. Say that with me, guys. Mental restoration and what it takes to begin the process to mental restoration. I will be sharing with you guys the 3 foundational steps. Of course, there are, much more. But I've discovered that there are 3 foundational steps that is required to transforming your life into the life that you've perhaps always wished and wanted to have, and maybe it was because you didn't have all the necessary materials, resources, or enough education in the matter to be able to pursue this mental restoration process. So as I stated in the beginning, I am a transformational life coach, and this is at the center and core of my message. It is at the center and approach it is at the center of the paradigm of everything that I do, everything that I teach, because in order for us to be successful in anything that we do in our personal lives and our professional lives as career students, so within so many different, under so many different hats that we wear, mental restoration is the foundation of being able to either succeed in all that we do, or it can either allow us to fail at things that we do. So one thing that I am most certain is that unless we begin, the process to mental restoration, we will continue repeating the same behavioral patterns that, seemingly just don't work, or just plainly just don't work. And so I've created these 3 foundational steps where we will be going into greater detail at our next Zoom meeting this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I created a very short, informative presentation, not only of what I know to be true, but what I've experienced to be true as well. Just looking over my notes to make sure I don't forget anything. And so if you are ready to figure out why we continue to do the things we do as far as our behavior patterns, we're going to be discussing the importance of mind reprogramming, mental reprogramming. We are going to be discussing our connection to the universe, different energies. We're going to be discussing everything that matters and have to do with mental restoration. We're going to also be discussing healthy practices to mental restoration. I know oftentimes when we hear of mental, we think of crazy, we think of psychotic, we think of sociopath, we think of, anything that has to do with anything negative, but it's really not. Many of us, if not 99% of all human beings suffer or have suffered at some point from some form of mental illness, mental distortion, mental displacement, and those mental illnesses. Let's not forget about that, mental illnesses. And those are not to degrade anyone. It is not to judge anyone, but this is a known fact, scientifically proven, statistically proven. Most of us had experience or are still experiencing some type of mental distortion, mental disability, mental illness, mental misplacement, any one of those things. I know I am always quick to reveal to you guys because I am absolutely transparent. I suffered from many of those things, and it's not to say that because I suffered from any of those things, I am not still operating in my genius. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean just because you may have suffered or are suffering from any type of form of anything dealing with your mental. It doesn't take away anything from your genius. It doesn't take away anything from your gifts, your skills, your passions, your desires, your ability to operate effectively, to mentally operate effectively. It doesn't mean any of that. But knowing what causes us to behave the way we behave, going back and looking deep within, our unconscious mind, our subconscious mind, and then our conscious mind will truly help us redefine or rediscover not only who we are, our divine soul mission or purpose and path in life, and also rediscover the path, our navigational system, our cosmic navigational system, rediscovering its guide, turning back on our cosmic navigation system, so then we know where to go. We know which roads to take. We will learn which roads not to take. So if you are excited as I am about this, I am always so encouraged and inspired to teach and to share, because what I do for my soul. I don't just share and teach things that just come from books. Even though I learn a great deal, I self-educate myself on a daily basis using many resources, books, media, inspirational people, my coaches, my virtual coaches. I always come to you in a manner of such a groundness, such a cosmic and spiritual and soulistic groundness, because I have experienced a lot in my life thus far, and I will continue to experience a lot. And all that I know, all that I gain, all that I experience, I share with you in the most transparent way, because I know when you are able to relate to me and I am able to relate to you, we can make such a dynamic impact on our lives as a whole, as individuals, as a group of people, as a collective body. We can make a difference. People tend to build and form, positive, healthy, committed relationships with people who they can trust and who they can relate to. So I never ever pretend to be somebody that I am not. I am Venus. I am me. I embrace my past, present, and future experiences. All that I am, all that I was, and all that I am going to be. And I have discovered my soul purpose. And as I continue to evolve into my greater, higher self, I am serving you, doing what I am supposed to be doing, serving you, being a teacher, a guide, a sister coach and growth. I am your sister, coach, and growth. And all that I am, all that I will be, all that I become, I wish to share with you. All the knowledge and experience and the things that I know that works, the things that I know that don't work, I share it for you. And like I always tell my clients, my prospective clients, coaches are just like a pair of shoes. All shoes are not made to fit you. And so meanwhile, I always encourage you to seek a coach, and I promote my business and myself as well. I never force myself on anyone, because I may not be the right fit for you, but you may know a person and I may be the right fit for you. Or perhaps I'm not. Perhaps I'm the right fit for someone else in your life. We have to choose everything that we choose in our life based on what really works for us. And I am not a sensitive person to get upset and, oh, you didn't choose me or whatever. I want you to choose whoever, whatever works best for you, because that is how you're going to heal. That is how you're going to grow. That is how you are going to expand and recreate your life and live in the abundant, joyful, blissful life that you deserve to live. I encourage you to do so. We have to get out of this myth that we can do it all alone. If we were meant to do everything alone, then there will be individual, billions upon billions of individual islands in this earth specifically, with no way across. No avenues to get there, no airspace to get there, no nothing. You would not be able to travel between islands and to connect. But this world teaches us that we are here not by ourselves, but with a bunch of amazing and beautiful people that come in all different shapes, sizes, quote unquote nationalities, quote unquote race, quote unquote color, all of that. All of that makes us such a beautiful people, our uniqueness, our differences. So to me, and this is just my perspective, it doesn't matter if you're quote unquote white, quote unquote black, brown, purple, yellow, pink, your eyes are chinky, your eyes are big, your lips are big, your lips are skinny, your hair is kinky, your hair is straight. None of that matters to me. I have a genuine, and I'm learning to have an unconditional love towards any and everybody, because I serve myself a higher purpose and put myself in a much better place when I operate in these frequencies and these vibrations. I don't allow others to dictate how I vibrate, how I frequent my frequencies, how I vibe with Venus vibes, V vibes. I don't allow anyone to dictate and I don't allow circumstances or anyone else's circumstances to dictate the life that I was purposed or meant to live by weighing it down by all of the dogma and different negative perspectives and all of the personal ideologies and opinions of others, because we are always going to have them. People are always going to have opinions. So, one of my philosophies is chew the meat without the bones. Don't choke on them. Don't choke on the bones. You have a choice always. You can either choke on them or you can take them out your mouth and spit it out. Accept whatever it is for you and discard whatever it is that's not for you. So once again, I want to encourage you, invite yourself, invite others, whomever, invite your family, your friends, whoever you think will be able to benefit from this Friday's free. Once again, this will be the last free Zoom meeting that I am going to have. So once again, I encourage you to, register. I am going to repost the link so you can register for this free event that we are going to be having this Friday, discussing mental restoration and how it can put you on the right path to fulfilling all of your desires. Believe me, know what I say is true, and I want to share all of that with you. So I'm going to post it now. I want to also say that it is limited seats. Okay, it's limited space. So please register now if you want your space. I will post the link so you can register. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please put them down after this video. I love to hear from you. I don't just like hearing myself speak. This is a dialogue, not a monologue. This is not a dictatorship. This is a you and I comfort zone, speak zone, let's share zone. This is what it is. Happy place, okay? Creates happy lives. So I invite you. Also, I want to encourage you to help me share this message. Help me share this goodness. Let's not be selfish. I'm not selfish. So share. And as always, I will never, ever grow tired of saying that I love you. I am your sister, coach, and growth. And I will see you all this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for our next Zoom meeting discussing mental restoration.